Hello again, welcome and good morning. Welcome to class 837. Let's continue with our vocabulary from yesterday. We didn't progress yesterday. My God. I spent 26 minutes with only about 20 words. That's more than 1 minute per word. At this rate, we'll never reach the end of the book. At this rate, at this pace. También a este paso, a este ritmo, at this rate, escrito rate. At this rate, we'll never reach the end. Okay, page 182. Near the bottom, sonrojarse is to blush. Se te suben los colores, to blush. Are you embarrassed? You're blushing. You're blushing. Yeah, to blush. Me gusta el verbo to blush. B-L-U, blush, escrito blush. You're blushing. Richard, do you blush easily? No. Well, at my age, people don't blush at my age. Nos ha pasado de todo, yeah. No nos sonrojamos por nada ya. ¿Para qué? You know what for? To blush, blushing. Gotear is to drip. You're trying to go to sleep in the bathroom. The faucet, tap. Se dice más faucet en Estados Unidos, faucet. The faucet is dripping. You go to the bathroom. It stopped. You go back to bed. ¿Te ha pasado a ti? Has it happened to you? Has it happened to you? The faucet is dripping. Una gota is a drop. Drop como to drop a pin. Drop también es accidental. Lo he hecho bien, ¿eh? Se me ha caído. Yes. I'm picking it up. To drop. So drop can be intentional or accidental. Now, drip is gotear. It's dripping. No es una fuga necesaria. Bueno, puede ser una fuga de una cañería. It's dripping. But solemos decir it's leaking, porque es un goteo por fuga. It's leaking, leaking. Now, drip. El riego por goteo. In Almería, for example. It's very, very good technology. Drip irrigation. Yes, drip irrigation. All right. To drip. Omitir is to leave out. Yeah. Oye, has saltado el número 17. You left out. Bueno, se dice más skip. You skipped number 17, Richard. I skipped number 17. Yeah. No, I left it out on purpose. No, lo es dejado fuera a propósito. To leave out. Yeah. Don't leave out anything. No omitas nada. To leave out. Did I leave something out? Yeah, you left out the most important part. Section 3. I mean, you talked about section 1, section 2, and section 4. What happened to section 3? Yeah, you left it out. Well, I left it out on purpose because I want to talk about it tomorrow. To leave out. Recurrir a enchufes, mira tú, to pull strings. Oh, esto sí, en España, that's very important. In Spain, it's more important who you know than what you know. Yes, enchufes. Yeah, amigos. Yes, recommendations. You see, Spain is a small country, really. Es un patio de recreo. Spain. It's 47 million people. All right, fine. 4 million, 5 million in Madrid. 4 million in Barcelona. Fine. And people know each other. In the United States, recommendations are not very common. It's what you know, not who you know. But here in Spain, it's very important who you know. Entonces, recurrir a enchufes para conseguir un buen empleo, para conseguir es to pull strings, tirar de cuerditas, to pull strings. For example, una marioneta, a marionette, you control the movement of marionette with strings. La ta ta ra. So to pull strings means you pull, tiras de una cuerda y mueve la muñeca. All right, that's to pull strings. Y eso es buscar contactos y enchufes para conseguir cosas. It's to pull. I think, creo que puedo tirar algunas cuerditas para ti. I think I can pull some strings. Yes, the vice president of the government is a good friend of mine. I'll call her tomorrow and say, Dolores, oye, necesito una ayudita. Okay, that's to pull strings. Pull strings. Resolver is to sort out. Bueno, resolver is to solve. Y ya está. Solve. Aquí, sort out, se usa mucho. But when you speak English, you solve. All right. But you will hear other options as well from native people. We need to sort out this problem. To sort out. We'll sort it out. I'll sort it out. Yo lo resolveré. Leave it to me. I'll sort it out. Leave it to me. I'll solve it. Leave it to me. I'll take care of it. Me ocupo yo, yeah. I'll take care of it. I'll sort it out. I'll solve it. Now, when you speak, you solve. It's easy to remember, easy to say. But other people say sort it out. We need to sort out this question. Reflexionar sobre, to think over. Bueno, no. Reflexionar sobre algo is to think about. To think over is sopesar. Think over. Yes. I'm wearing a black shirt today. And tomorrow, a black shirt or a white shirt? Estoy sopesando esto. When you have two options, more or less, and you're weighing, pesando las dos, ponderando, you're weighing the two options to think it over. I'm thinking it over. Yeah. Yes. I mean, if a man says, your money or your life, tu dinero o tu vida, your money and your life. Come on, your money or life. Wait, I'm thinking it over. Which is more important for me, my money or my life? I'm thinking it over. All right, I'm thinking it over. So, to think over is pensar sobre opciones para decidir. Think it over. Think it over. Think about it, también nos vale. Think about it is piénsalo. Reflexiona. Medítalo un poquito. Think about it. Se dice más think about it. But think it over siempre es así. This A or B, black or white, to think it over. Grúa, toma. Grúa para remolcar. Grúa para coches. Porque hay muchos tipos de grúa, torre, tower, crane. But this is tow truck. Tow. Truck is camión. All right. Tow is remolcar. Es camión para remolcar. Tiene sentido. Tow truck. If your car breaks down, you drive. Your car breaks down. Llamar la grúa. You call the tow truck. And the tow truck comes and tows your car to the repair shop, to the garage, to the repair shop. That's the tow truck. To tow. Ahora, grúa torre is a tower crane. Crane es una grúa para mover objetos grandes. The crane. There are different types of crane. Grúa industrial, grúa de torre, para construcción, dice crane. Curioso, escrito crane. Crane. Y lo curioso aquí es, in Spanish, crane is grúa. But in English, crane has two meanings. Grúa y un pájaro que se llama grulla. Las grullas que duermen sobre un pie o una pata. It's grulla. And in English, crane. Hay una grulla en la grúa. There's a crane on the crane. So in English, it's the same word. In Spanish, it's almost the same. Grúa y grulla. All right, interesting, crane. But here's a tow truck. Y por último, and finally, vaya follón. What a mess, eso se sabe. What a mess. What a mess, Richard. What a mess. What do you mean, what a mess? All of these books, this English, learning English. No, it's not. This is not a mess. This is important. An important objective here is to improve your English. What a mess. Messy means desordenado, like you remember? It's messy. It's a messy table, Richard, come on. Come on. Tidy up the table. Goodbye, pencil. All right, it's messy. Tidy up your table. Tidy it up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll tidy it up. Now it's not messy anymore, right? It's not messy anymore. I don't like messy work tables. I don't like messy desks. Messy, Leo Messi. Pero con Y al final, no y latina. Okay. Gain fluency, my friends. Yes, sir. My favorite book. This book requires a lot of time and a lot of work to be productive, but it's very productive. Page 22, paragraph number 146. Don't worry. You don't need to come and get it. Don't worry, you don't need to come and get it. Yeah. I'll stop by your house on my way home. I'll call you when I'm getting close and you can come down and get it. Wow. All right. María quiere que le dé este libro. Maria wants me to give her this book. And she said she would come here. She said she would come here to pick it up. Yeah, Maria wants this book. She called me last night. Said, hey, Richard, yeah, listen, that book, Gain Fluency, do you have a copy in your office? I said, sure, Maria, yeah. Yeah, I have a copy. Well, look, tomorrow morning I'll drop by. I'll go to the office to get one, okay? And I said, well, don't worry, Maria. Don't worry. You don't need to come and get it. Maria, you don't need to come and get it. No tienes que venir a recogerlo. Claro, decimos no tienes que venir y recogerlo. Es un error incrustado en el inglés y se dice así siempre. To come and get it. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Si lo quieres, aquí está. Ven a por ello. If you want it, here it is. Come to get it. Es casi incorrecto, come to get it. Come and get it. So, don't worry, Maria. Don't worry. You don't need to come and get it. I'll stop by your house. Pararé en tu casa. Camino de la mía. I'll stop by your house on my way home. Camino a casa. I'll stop by or drop by or pass by. All three. Drop by, stop by, pass by. I'll stop by your house. Stop by, pass by. Okay. This book, this telephone is Maria's house. Okay? Now my house is the microphone. And this pin is my car. And I'm going to go home. But the route, I can pass by Maria's house and continue, pero no he parado. But I passed by. Hey, there's Maria's house. Pass by. Now to drop by or stop by, me paro. I'll stop by and then continue. All right, that's a stop by or to drop by. To pass by también nos vale, parando, pero también nos vale pasando de largo. To pass by. But to drop by or stop by, and to drop in is entrar en su casa de visita. That's to drop in. Me dejo caer. Boom. To drop in. To drop by. And here it says, I'll stop by. Don't worry. You don't need to come and get it. You don't have to come to the office to get the book. I'll stop by your house on my way home. On my way, en mi camino a casa. I'll stop by your house on my way home. ¿Y qué pasa después? I'll call you when I'm getting close, ¿no? Yeah, cuando me esté acercando. when I'm getting close. I'll call you when I'm getting close and you can come down. Vivirá en el segundo, tercero, etc. And you can come down. Por eso dice come down. Si viviera en la planta baja, sería come out. ¿Entiendes? You come out. Yeah, I mean, or if it's a house and not a building, you come out. Or if you live on the ground floor, you come out. But if you live on the first floor, second, third, fourth, you come down. So, I'll stop by your house on my way home, and you can come down and get it. Here, Maria, here's the book. Thank you, Richard. Wow, me has ahorrado un viaje. You saved a trip for me. You saved a trip for me. So, one more time. All right, don't worry. You don't need to come and get it. I'll stop by your house on my way home, and you can come down and get it. I'll stop by, he saltado mucho aquí. I'll stop by your house on my way home. Punto, Dios mío. Let's start again. Don't worry. You don't need to come and get it. I'll stop by your house on my way home. I'll call you when I'm getting close, and you can come down and get it. Get it. I'll call you, I'll call you when I'm getting close, and you can come down and get it, okay? Okay? Fine. All right. Besides, I like Maria. Yeah. Maybe she'll invite me up for a coffee. Who knows? Yeah, maybe. But the problem is, in Maria's neighborhood, it's impossible to park. It's impossible to park. And Maria comes down and says, oh, thank you, Richard, for the book. Hey, would you like to come up for a drink? Yeah. There's no place to park. Well, don't worry, I'll wait for you. Find a place. Okay. All right. So let's go on. Paragraph number 147. I can't think of any other way to do it than this way. I can't think of any other way to do it except this way. Yeah. I can't think of any other way to do it except this way. Yeah, I mean, I need to open the book to the right page. Now, I can think of only one way to do it, like this. Yeah. Can you think of a better way? ¿Se te ocurre una manera mejor? Si te puedes pensar en, can you think of? Think of es cuando se le ocurre a alguien algo. To think of. And esto dice, no puedo pensar en otra manera de hacerlo excepto de esta manera. I can't think of any other way, no? I can't think of any other way to do it than this way. But Richard, there's another way. No. To open the book to page 22 is the only way to do it is this way, right? Like this. No. You can do it like this, from the opposite side. Okay, yeah, but that's not very viable. I prefer this way. Yes, I can't think of. I can't think of anything. No se me ocurre nada. En inglés solemos decir, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. En este no se me ocurre ninguna otra manera. I can't think of any other way than this way. That is, to close the business. Cerrar el negocio. Yeah. Cerrar las persianas del negocio. To close the business. We've discussed the problem 100 times. And it looks like there's no other option. It looks like there are no other options, en plural. Parece que no hay otras opciones. I mean, we've discussed this problem. We've discussed the problem 100 times. 100 times? Haven't I told you 1,000 times not to exaggerate? Yeah. Look, I can't think of any other way. I can't think of any other way to do it than this way. That is, es decir, that is, esto es, cerrar el negocio. That is, eso es. O sea, es decir, no se me ocurre ninguna otra forma de abordar esto. Es decir, cerrar el negocio. Es la única forma. Lo hemos discutido 100 veces, ¿no? We've discussed the problem 100 times. And it looks like, parece que no hay otras opciones. It looks like there are no other options. Esto es en inglés, super inglés, super nativo. There are no other options. It looks like, pues da la impresión de que otras opciones no existen. It looks like there are no other options. I mean, we've discussed the problem 100 times. Yes, we've discussed the problem 100 times. And it looks like there's no other options. There are no other options, no? It looks like there are, or there is. Los dos no nos valen. No hay otra opción, no hay otras opciones. It looks like there are no other options. Yes. I can't think of any other way to do it than this way. I can't think of any other way to do it than this way. That is, to close the business. We've discussed the problem 100 times, and it looks like there are no other options. We've discussed the problem 100 times, and it looks like there are no other options. I can't think of any other way than this way. I can't think of any other way to do it than this way. That is, to close the business. Come on, Richard, don't close the business. It's too late. It's too late. There are no other options. There are no other options. I mean, we've discussed it. We've discussed the problem 100 times. And it looks like, it looks like there are no other options. All right. Paragraph number 148. Yeah. We've had a few problems with the new application. We've had a few problems, ¿no? Yeah. Algunos problemas. We've had a few problems with the new application. La nueva app. The new application. Yeah, it doesn't always work the way they promised. Los teclas, they promised. It doesn't always. Tú trabajas ahí donde los informáticos. Yeah, no siempre funciona como prometieron. It doesn't always work the way, la forma en que prometieron. De la misma forma. It doesn't always work the way they promised. We've lost quite a lot of time because of this. We've lost quite a lot of time. Quite a lot of time. We've lost, hemos perdido bastante tiempo. Dos formas. We've lost quite a lot of time por culpa de esto, because of this, este problema, because of this. Quite a lot of time or quite a bit of time. Y se dice más este último, We've lost quite a bit of time. Se dicen los dos. 60-40 in favor of quite a bit. We've lost quite a lot of time because of this. We've lost quite a bit of time because of this. Yeah. We've had a few problems with the new application. We've had a few problems with the new application. Memoriza esta frase, por favor. We've had a few problems with the new application. We've had a few problems with Marta. We've had a few problems with the lights today. We've had a few problems with this book. We've had a few problems. I've had a few problems with my telephone lately, últimamente. Yeah. Hemos tenido problemas con los. We've had a few problems with the bookmarkers. We've had a few problems with the new, ¿eran nuevas? Yeah, with the new application, una sola aplicación. We've had a few problems with the new application. It doesn't always work the way they promised. Yeah. We've lost quite a lot of time because of this. Debido a esto, por culpa de esto, por motivo de esto. Because of. Due to. Pero se dice mucho menos due to. Because of this. Because of you, my romance. Because of you. Mi madre cantaba canciones muy románticas cuando yo era niño, jugando en el suelo. Y uno era, por ti, mi amor. Because of you, my romance, I am blue. Estoy triste, estoy azul, triste. Because of you, my romance, I am blue. Because of you, la da 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 da. Because of you. And my mother was constant, because of you. My mother was a housewife and a mother. And she was always cleaning the floor, washing the dishes, and she was always singing romantic songs. De la dulce rendición, sweet surrender. And I was absorbing all of this romance and things. Empalagoso. All right. So we've had a few problems with the new application. It doesn't always work the way they promised. Yeah, we've lost quite a lot of time because of this. How much time, Marta? We have time for one more? Uno más? Not really. All right, well, I'll stop right there. We're moving very slowly, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is not necessarily to advance through the book. This is your homework. This book is for you. But I need to speak to you in English and to use the language dynamically for your ear and for your confidence. See you tomorrow.